Hello, so I'm just introducing my nettle powder to you, and this is the powder that I use to make the nettle energy balls that I shared earlier in the week. It's a wonderful kind of like fine powder. It smells amazing, really earthy nettle smell. It's full of minerals and vitamins and a good amount of protein as well. And this pot at the moment is sitting around my nettles that are drying. They're drying out in the sun. My kitchen's a little bit sunny right now. They've been here for 24 hours. They probably need another 24 hours. You can see they're quite limp still, and what I want is for them to be crispy, and then I'll be able to powder them in a spice grinder, or maybe even a pestle and mortar or a coffee grinder, and that will make this wonderful green powder that I can incorporate into nettle energy balls. Okay, so here are my dried nettles. They actually took a bit longer than 48 hours, but they're now, can you hear that crispiness to them? So they crunch up really easily. So these are fresh nettles. They haven't been cooked, so they have got the hairs on them still. So they potentially can give a little bit of a sting. So I'm not going to sort of over touch them, but I'm going to have a try of putting these in a pestle and mortar and seeing how that works to make a powder. Okay, so I've done this for probably just a minute and a half, and you'll see that I've actually got a really nice powder from this. There are a few bits that are in there, but this could definitely be used for your nettle energy balls. And if I worked a little bit harder, I could probably get it finer. I've just used a spice grinder to make a different batch of nettle powder. So I'm just going to show you the comparison of these two. So that's my using a kind of spice grinder, coffee grinder. You've got a nice fine blend. And this is through the pestle and mortar, which interestingly looks slightly different colour. And you can see it's a little bit bitty, but this is definitely workable with. So whether you've got something electric or you've got pestle and mortar, you can do this. Okay, so I wanted to leave you with one extra thing. This might look like a little bit of a funny colour, almost grey. But this is actually a nettle sugar. So this is half and half powdered nettles blended with an unrefined sugar, or you can do an unrefined caster sugar or icing sugar, and then these can be an extra dusting if you like something a little bit sweeter for your energy balls. Well, it's got that lovely sweetness, but that earthiness of nettles. I've just had a little taste. I've also used this as a coating for donuts before, which is quite fun. So there you have it. Two different ways of making nettle powder in a blender, in a spice blender, or in a pestle and mortar. Here's the raw powder, and there it is blended with sugar, with icing sugar into a powder to make more of a sort of sweet coating for your nettle energy balls.